Welcome to Battle Truth and my point of view. I don't know you, so I'm not a hater. I could only give you the facts that's written on these papers. And since we have no dealings, therefore the court can care less about your feelings. I'm the Honorable Malachi Markelius, your presiding judge, chairman and spokesperson for the One United Front. You are my witnesses and jury. You may be seated. Court is now in session. Let's talk about this. Okay, y'all, check this out. This next case is being brought up before the court. A citizen arrest has been made on no other than Champion themselves. This citizen arrest is made against Champion themselves. I'm sorry. What happened is, during the Gnome 8 battle that just took place between Surf and Rum Nitty, what happened is Champion said that Surf won the battle even though Surf choked. This case is being brought up against Champion by the brother named Von Walmart. His name Von Walmart because he got whatever you need, whenever you want, and he stay open 24 hours a day. I asked the brother for a coupon. He said, however, he don't have coupons, but he's working on those. He don't think you can sell a full-grown straight dog with a coupon. His brothers be selling lamps without the shades on them. His brothers be selling old VHS VCRs. His brother be selling Marvel comic plastic watches. I'm sorry, I gotta do my part. Talking about his name, Von Walmart. Man, listen, if you selling me a G-Unit chain for $5, I don't want it. I definitely know my neck turning green after putting that chain on. But Von Walmart has bringing Champion on charges because Champion is not consistent in they judging, he says. In the Loso and Daylight battle that took place on RBE, he says that when they were judging at the end of that battle, the reason why they said Daylight lost the battle was because he choked. If Daylight didn't choke, he would have won that battle. But since he choked, Loso won that battle. But their reason for Daylight losing the battle was because of the choke. Now, this case was approved and accepted by over 12 jurors who felt that this had more than enough evidence to be brought to you today, and why I'm doing this blog on it and bringing it before the people to see whether or not Champion is guilty or not guilty of not being consistent in their judging as far as like the rules in play or how they judge their battles and having favoritism towards certain battle rappers over other battle rappers. Now, Von Walmart goes on to say again, in this battle against Daylight and Loso, it was clear that they said the reason why Daylight lost was because Loso didn't choke and Daylight choked in the third. If Daylight would have finished the round without choking, he would have won. But they had Surf beating Rum Nitty, and Rum Nitty choked. And Surf choked, and Rum Nitty and Surf choked and Rum Nitty didn't. So that's an inconsistency in judging, Von Walmart say. Does Von Walmart has a solid case against Champion? Is they guilty of these allegations? Now, let's look into this. We know Champion exclusively works for URL that is publicly being known and let it be out there. We know that Daylight ain't on URL. We know that Loso is now a part of URL. I'm not saying that that's a conspiracy theory, but I'm just putting it out there. I'm going to let the people decide the truth, whether he's guilty or not. We also know that Surf is a big brand and face when it comes to the URL and selling tickets and pay-per-views. Now, we know Champion is the platform major media for the URL, and it's the biggest battle rap media platform in battle rap. Okay? Now, with that being said, with all those things in play, can we see an eyebrow raiser? I definitely believe we can. But let's look into it in Champion's defense. In Champion's defense, I definitely had Loso beating Daylight regardless of the choke. I didn't like the round Daylight did talking about Roman noodles. He had one round where he was just talking about Roman noodles, boiling Roman noodles, frying Roman noodles, microwaving Roman noodles, crunchy Roman noodles, like Bubba Gump did on Forrest Gump, man. Gumbo shrimp, milk shrimp, scallop shrimp, baked shrimp, boiled shrimp, battered shrimp, midget shrimp. Yeah, that's what he did in that round. He had a whole round about the different ways of Roman noodles. I thought that was very cheesy. So I had Loso winning regardless. But I wouldn't have gave a reason. Well, we know choking is bad in battle rap. Usually when a person choke, they lose the round. So far, for me, I don't really see that inconsistency of that. Because again, when you choke, you usually lose a round. Now, if they had it going in that round where it was 1-1 going into the third, Daylight choke, I definitely understand why they could say the reason why you didn't win that round is because you choked. But if they saying that Surf won even though he choked, let's break that down now. Let's go into that. Now, Surf make his return back, big in battle rap, URL ticket seller, pay-per-view, blah, blah, blah. You know, a lot. He got a big fan base. Okay, so what happens now? He's sitting there rapping. He choking the third round. Don't even have a third round. Either Champion got him already winning 2-0, or they using favoritism if it was 1-1 going into the third and you still say he won. Because he clearly lost that third. So we are to either speculate that Champion already had him up 2-0 before the third and that it didn't matter what he did in the third because the battle was already won, or did they have it 1-1 going into the third only for him to choke and still get the win because he's a big marketing tool for the URL? Does that have a play in the outcome of battles? A lot of this stuff is politics. It matters a lot. Surf sell more cars than Rum Nitty. I mean, Surf sells more than Rum Nitty when you're looking at it on a business perspective. Surf sold that car pay-per-view wise and in the venue wise. So politics definitely come in play, but if Champion using politics, I don't know. Do they have favoritism towards certain battle rappers? Yes, they do. Jay Black love Hollow the Gun. He crazy about him. You know what I'm saying? He definitely have favoritism towards that. Yeah, I mean, in battle rap for the most part, a lot of people have their favorites. Would they be honest though and telling their favorites when they lost or not? I don't know. I'm gonna leave that to the people to decide. I had Rum Nitty winning that battle. I had it 1-1 going into the third. I had Surf the first round. Rum Nitty stumbled, messed up, got it back. But Surf had a phenomenal first round coming back. It was full of energy. Bars, when I say phenomenal, I mean it was one of those moments. You been caught up in the moment. You know what I'm saying? The crowd was in it. He did his thing the first round. It was nice. He had some, it was nice. Second round wasn't that good to me, man. I thought it fell off. It was a little kiddie. Other angles that was already used before. The dog line from Calico. Another line of, what was it? X-Men line to everybody. I don't know. But that third round, he definitely lost that. I had Rum Nitty winning this battle 2-1. I had Rum Nitty winning second and third. Now, is Jake Blackman guilty of having favoritism towards other battle rappers and having inconsistencies in their judging preferences of how they judge battles? I don't know. Because you can say that Daylight may have been guilty because he may have lost the battle because he choked. If it was 1-1 going into the third, but if you had Daylight 2-0 going into the third and he choked and still lost, then yeah, I can definitely see favoritism now. Sad Surf won even though he didn't write a third. Yeah, if you had him up already 2-0 going into the third, then it don't even matter. So I leave it to the people. Do y'all think Champion is guilty of being inconsistency in their preferences of how they judge battles and having favoritism over other battle rappers? Even if you say yes, vote guilty or not guilty so I can do the second half of my job. And this is Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. Subscribe to the channel. In this case, we're brought to you by Von Walmart, who can get you anything you want whenever you need it at any time because he never closes.